Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Hopefully, everybody is doing well. Um, if you guys are coming in, please do me a favor, smash the thumbs up button. Hello, testing. Hello. Okay, that seems to be better. All right. Okay, so that seems to be better. Yeah. So you guys are coming in, smash the like button. Um, don't know how long I'm going to be on for. That's all going to depending on you guys. You guys keep me engaged. You guys keep me going. I will go ahead and stay on as long as you guys keep me engaged. So again, that really kind of all depends on you guys and how well you keep the conversation flowing and all that jazz. So you keep the conversation going, we keep going. The conversation dies, I'm gonna get off and go play Mario 64. So you guys hold the fate of this Q&A in your hands. So happy Friday to everybody. I just woke up about 35 minutes ago. About 35 minutes ago, I just woke up. I'm waiting for this green tea to brew. Technically, it's ready. It's been brewing for about 15 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. I wanted to sit there a little bit longer. You guys can, woo, that's hot. But yeah, so I'm waiting for that to brew a little bit more. Then I can get my caffeine fix in for today. Today is my fasting day, so I guess I'm gonna need stronger glasses because I'm looking and it says we have 6 people currently watching, but only one like. I mean, is there something wrong with my glasses? Do I need to get these things fixed? Am I what's going on here? Currently 6 people just jumped in. We just started a couple minutes ago and we only have one like. Oh man, that can't be right. I'm going to have to go make an appointment to the eye doctor, I guess. I mean, I'm going to have to call the eye doctor and make an appointment. I guess that's what I'm going to do right now. Let me go ahead and search up eye doctor. Um Hello, yes. My name is Robert Storms, and apparently my fucking eyes suck, and we need to get my eyes checked because I don't know why I'm staring at only one thumbs up when I have 6 to 7 people watching currently. Yeah, I don't get it. Maybe they are inconsiderate. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe they're just not cool. I don't know. Seems kind of weird to me, don't you? Right? Like we would have 6 people watching, we would have 6 thumbs up. I mean, I don't. Well, now we're at 8 people, and we're at half the likes. So yeah, we got 4 likes. All right, we'll definitely make up an appointment. Yeah, I'll get my eyes checked. So yeah, I don't know what's going on here, guys, but we got 8 people watching, which is not bad for just starting. I want to see that hit double digits, but this whole only 6 likes thing, that's got to go, guys. I don't know what's going on. It is 12 noon. I just woke up. My tea is not even percolated yet. I just woke up. I'm here to answer all y'all questions, and you guys don't even have the goddamn common courtesy to hit the thumbs up button. Yo, what is up with that, man? The disrespect, the absolute disrespect going on here. It's absolutely disrespectful. I don't know what to do, right? Because you guys are being so disrespectful and hitting that thumbs up button. Um, I don't know. I don't know, man. Like, what's going on here? Why can't you guys just hit it? For some reason, my live stream is not showing that it's live. Am I live? I am live. It is public. We're at 7 likes. Hey, what's up, David? What's up, Dominic? What's up, Joey? What's up, geeky guy? Give me a second here, people. Give me a second here. I'm thinking that a lot of people don't know I'm live because it's not showing up on the main page. So, um, there we go. Just hit the main page. Um, so Geeky Guy threw in a super chat. It's probably gonna be something stupid because that's what he does. We got double digit viewers, which is great. Now let's get double digit thumbs up. Do you guys know how important the thumbs up is? Right? Like okay, this is how important the thumbs up is. It's all about the engagement. They want people to leave comments. They want people to hit the thumbs up button. They don't care if you subscribe. I don't care if you subscribe. Right? I want engagement. I want you guys to smash the thumbs up button. You know, when you go to like a store and they're like, "Hey, do you want to apply for a credit card?" Or you go to GameStop and they're like, "Hey, you want to pre-order this? You want to pre-order that?" And you're like, "No, I just want to fucking go." Well, YouTube is sort of like that with likes. You know, I get emails all the time. Robert, make sure you're asking your viewership to like the video. Robert, make sure you do this. Like, come on, guys. Just hit the like button. We got 12 people watching. I should have 12 likes. I should be looking at 12 likes here, people. What's going on? It's Friday morning. Okay, I just woke up. I didn't go to bed till 4:30 a.m. Come on, guys. Come on. 4:30, 5:30, 6:30, 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12. Hey, technically, I slept 7 hours, so that's pretty good. But can we get the like button? Can we hit the like button, please? Please, please, please. I'm going to read Geeky Guy's super chat before he has an aneurysm. So Geeky Guy doing a $5 super chat. We did hit double digit likes. Rob, someone told me that our friendship is similar to Deadpool and Wolverine's relationship. Do you agree? Because I can see why. I don't know because I don't know where you get that from because you're not cool like Wolverine, so you're definitely not Wolverine. You're not funny like Deadpool, so you're definitely not Deadpool. So I don't see that comparison because I feel like I can be serious and get aggravated or like very aggravated like Logan. So I can definitely fill the Logan role as someone who gets irritated easily. But I'm also super fucking funny and do stupid shit. So I definitely fill the role of Deadpool as well. So to me, you're not really either one of those roles. So I don't know. I'm trying to think of a good comparison for that. What can I compare our friendship to? I'm trying to think. I just can't. I can't think, man. I guess the best comparison would be I would be Deadpool and you would be Dogpool. That's sort of the best comparison for our relationship. Deadpool, Dogpool. You're Dogpool, man. That's you, man. That is all you. That is you. What's up, LDG? Dominic Scott, what is your ranking of the X-Men titles, including Deadpool? I'm not ranking all that shit, bro. I ain't doing it, man. You know, there's like 15, almost 20 movies, right? There's the original trilogy. Then there was the 4 of the new trilogy plus the Phoenix movie. So that's 4. We're already at what, 7 movies right there. 3 Wolverine movies. So that's 7, 8, 9, 10. Deadpool's another 3, so that's 13. New Mutants puts it at 14. If I'm not forgetting anything, I think there's 14 movies. I'm not ranking 14 movies. Look, you want me to rank 14 movies? You throw in a super chat and I'll rank the shit out of those. But there ain't no way I'm gonna sit there and break down and figure out how I would rank it. Now, if you want to ask me a simple question like, "Hey, Rob, what's your top 3?" Sure, I'll do top 3. But if you want me to sit and rank 14 movies, bro, you gotta stop being stingy with the wallet. You gotta throw in a super chat for that, man. There ain't no way. I actually had to sit and think about that and all that stuff. So there ain't no way, bro. You're gonna have to that you're gonna have to pony up some dough on that one. David said top 3 Days of Future Past, Logan, X-Men 2. Not my personal top 3, but hey man, you do you, my friend. You do you. My top 3 would be Days of Future Past. Oh, I don't know, man. That's hard. Days of Future Past. This is in no order. No order. I don't know what order my top 3 would be. Or I know what my top 3 would be, but I don't know what order they would be in. I'm just throwing it up there. Days of Future Past. Deadpool, Wolverine. Maybe X-Men First Class. I haven't decided yet because I really like X-Men Dark Phoenix, and I really enjoy X-Men 2, X-Men United, and I enjoy the first Bryan Singer movie. So that would be in my top 5. So it would be like Bryan Singer, X-Men 1, X1, X2, First Class, Days of Future Past, Deadpool, Wolverine. I really like New Mutants as well, though. So there's a lot to like in the X-Men universe. There's some crappers. There's your X-Men Origin, that's a crapper. There's Apocalypse, that's a crapper. X-Men, The Last Stand, that's a crapper. I think I already said Origin. I wasn't a big fan of the Wolverine. It kind of fell apart toward the end. I like the Deadpool movies, but I wouldn't rank them in the top echelon. I think the Deadpool movies got better as they went. Like, I'm not a big fan of the first. I liked the first Deadpool. When I first saw the first Deadpool, I loved it. And then the second one came out, and I liked it more than the first one. And then Deadpool Wolverine came out, and I liked that more than the first two. So as the Deadpool movies went on, I ended up liking them more. The first one, I have a hard time going back and rewatching the first one, only because of the back and forth time jumps. It kind of just like, but at the time it was awesome, you know. But yeah, there's no way, man. There's no way. I hated how the X-Men movies ruined William Stryker. Well, they kept like changing stuff with Stryker. They just kept changing stuff with Stryker as the movies went on and went backwards and forward, and they just kept changing stuff, and it just, yeah. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. Are you going to get Lollipop Chainsaw Remake? Nope. I got the original copy right back there. Because it's not a remake. It just looks like a remaster. It doesn't look like they remade anything. You go back and you look at the trailer for that. You look at the trailer for the Lollipop Chainsaw whatever is done, and it doesn't look like they remade anything. It's sort of like the Last of Us remakes. Doesn't look like they remade anything. It looks like they just cleaned it up and put it in HD. That's it. You know, it doesn't look remade. I thought when they were making it, they were going to remake everything, and they really didn't. It's just a remaster, to be honest with you. And you know, I can just pop in my original copy that I already own and play that. I don't need to I don't need to go out and buy the remake or remaster, whatever. I'm going to get it because I never played it. I mean, I guess that's a good reason why. But yeah, it's fun. I enjoy it, but I'm not going to I'm not going to get it, man, because I'm not buying a whole lot of new games. I think the next couple new games I'm gonna play is Ragnarok when it gets on PC because Geeky Guy donated it to me. Dragon Ball Z Sparking Zero, and probably Zelda Echo of Wisdom. Those are probably the next 3 new modern games that I'm probably going to play. I am excited for Outlaws, but skeptical because I don't like Ubisoft formula games. So I might wait for a sale on that one or sign up for the membership. Same thing goes for Assassin's Creed Shadows. I'm very interested in Shadows as well as as Star Wars Outlaws. But the problem is I hate the Ubisoft formula. So I don't want to spend $70 for a game and just not like it. So I'm either going to, the one thing good about Ubisoft games, those games go on sale like super fast. So I'll either wait like 6 months or so for it to go on sale and play it in 2025, or I'll sign up for this $15 membership, play it, and if I like it, I play it, and then I'll just buy them when they go on sale. How about the remastered Tomb Raider games? Are you talking about the original trilogy? Rob, I went outside and touched grass for the first time. Good. Now you need to touch pussy and lick it and get it all over your face. Get all over your face, man. Get it all over your face. Oh, man. All right, I think the tea has been brewing. So I can pour a cup of this nice tea. Come on, guys. Hey, Rob, how are you doing today? Pretty good. Like I said, I woke up a little while ago. I woke up about about an hour ago. I woke up, so I'm still trying to wake up. Are you excited for Captain America and Black Panther games? I'm not excited for new games. I hate modern games. They're all the same. With that said, if it comes out and it looks good, the first trailer looks good, but it didn't show me anything. It was just like, hey, here's Captain America, here's Black Panther. Man, it looks good. That's it. Is that all that video games today has to show for anything? Like, hey, it looks good. That's not enough, man. I got to be excited for a game. You know, like I was talking to my buddy yesterday, and I was like, man, like when you play a modern game, you can only play like one at a time because it's so story driven. But back in the day, retro game, man, I played like 4 or 5 at a time because it was all about the gameplay. Modern games today suck. Okay, they just suck. They're all the same. There's very little difference. What's up, Chris? No, I'm not seeing Borderlands, bro. You can't pay me enough to go see Borderlands. And it's funny because everybody's like, oh, Borderlands sucked, man. It sucked. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, how dumb is everybody? Like, this is Sony Pictures. Have you guys not been paying attention? Like, the Resident Evil movies, the Uncharted movie, like, come on. Like, their track record's not good. This is the same studio that brought you Morbius and Madam Web. Okay, so where did you guys think that Borderlands was going to be good? Once I see Sony Pictures attached to it, I already know that I'm starting in the basement. You know, that is my hype level. You know, yeah, like none of the characters even look like the characters from the games. So it's just like, yeah, you know. And then you got idiots like Geeky Guy. Well, I just want to see saw it out of morbid curiosity. And that's how studios keep making trash. Because people like you are like, I just want to see it to see it. Yeah, meanwhile, you spend your hard-earned money. Well, maybe you don't earn your money. Your daddy gives you the money. And then you go see the movie and the studio's like, well, people went and saw it, so let's keep doing it. Get the hell. There's very, very few movies that Sony Pictures make that's actually good. It's very, very few and far between. I haven't seen Morbius and Madam Web. Either have I. Well, I haven't seen Madam Web. I did watch the first 30 minutes of Morbius, and that's when I said, nah, I think I'm good. I'm gonna not see that. Not finish this movie. Isn't that the movie with Jamie Lee Curtis? Yes, I believe Borderlands has Jamie Lee Curtis. They have Kate Blanchett as a character who's supposed to be in her 20s. Kevin Hart's character doesn't look anything like Kevin Hart's character in the game. It's just, yeah, it's bad, man. It's bad. I don't know why people continue to be shocked about things. Shocked about this. The problem with this geeky guy is geeky guy. Here's geeky guy. This is what geeky guy says. Hello? Hold on. This is what geeky guy says.
But Rob, I don't know how I'm to be blamed. I'm just merely one person, right? So how can I be to blame if the movie is a success when it sucks? How?
Well, here's the thing, geeky guy. Because there's tons of people dumb like you, and they all do it. They all do it. You think you're the only idiot that's saying that? No, you all are a collective of idiots. You know how I know? There's a Rebel Moon director's cut. That's how I know there's a collective of idiots out there. There's other Marvel movies I still haven't seen. Well, then watch them. Dominic says, this just me, but I can enjoy Sony Marvel movies. That means Madam Web. Well, man, you might need to go find a therapist, man. I don't know. That is exactly how you sound, geeky guy. You sound like that 100%. Oh, man. I mean, come on, guys. I told y'all. You keep the conversation going, and I'll stay on. Once that conversation starts dying, guys, Rob's getting off. Rob's going to go play Mario 64. Come on, we have been streaming for 23 minutes, and you guys are already slowing down. It's called Ask Me Anything. And you guys ain't asking shit. Stick to playing Sony video games. Sony hasn't even released any video games this year. What the fuck you talking about? Did you hear a rumor about Bobby Lashley going to AEW? Yeah, I heard a rumor of Bobby Lashley, MVP, and Shelton Benjamin all going to AEW. Bring on Superman. That's what I say. Here to that. Rob, what is the meaning of life? Money. Can't have happiness if you don't have money. And I gotta clean my kitchen. Well, go clean your kitchen, motherfucker. That shit should already been clean. You going to AEW World end of December? It's in Orlando. Is it really? I wasn't planning on it, but I am now. Hell yeah, I'm gonna check it out, man. Fuck. If it's in Orlando, I'm definitely gonna check it out. I had no idea. I was just telling my wife, like maybe a few days ago, I was like, man, when the fuck is AEW coming back to Orlando? Shit. Yeah, definitely check it out. I liked World's End last year. It was really good last year. What do you mean, are we still good? Did you give me a reason not to be? I'm taking a road trip to Orlando from Atlanta to go see the pay-per-view. Well, I'll tell you what, man. Keep me in touch on social media and whatnot. And if I do decide to go, because I'm going on vacation in November, so I don't know how I'm going to be with money. But if I do decide to go, man, we can meet up or something. So yeah. So are you saying that Bryan Danielson's going to win the championship this week? Good afternoon, cool peeps. Good afternoon, Samuel Stokes. SmackDown is in Orlando next week. No one cares. SmackDown is boring. I went to a SmackDown in Orlando last year, and it was the worst experience ever in a wrestling event. Not true. I went to CCW. They have air conditioning, and that was kind of bad. But yeah, this was pretty boring, man. I've never been so bored in a wrestling event in my life as I was at SmackDown. It was dreadful. Like I did not have fun at SmackDown, so I'm sure as hell ain't going back to SmackDown. I've been to Ring of Honor. I've been to AEW. I've been to ECW. I've been to WWE. I've been to TNA. And SmackDown by far is the worst high-end wrestling event I've ever been to. It was dreadful. Dreadful. Fuck that shit. Rob, every time you go about your personal struggles, you make me feel so much more privileged than I already am. You are privileged, you motherfucker. You absolutely are privileged. I'm sitting here streaming. I'm literally looking at my banking account going, man, how am I going to swing this? I don't get paid for another week, right? I don't get paid till next Friday. And I'm looking at my banking account. I'm like, I got my dad's birthday yesterday. Well, my dad's birthday was the 8th. What's today? The 9th. Yeah, my dad's birthday was yesterday. So I'm going to meet my dad tomorrow. So I'm trying to figure like, okay, I got a couple bucks left in my banking account. I'm like, I don't get paid the next week, so I need to save money for groceries, get my dad something for his birthday, and have gas to get back and forth to work. So I'm trying to figure it out. Meanwhile, you don't have to worry about shit like that, you know? Rob, you sound like football. Rob, do you like football? Or you call it soccer? I watch the NFL. I don't know what to tell you. All right, time to get a jolt of caffeine, man. Dude, I am sore as hell, man. I got home from work at 3, and then I worked out until 4 in the morning. and then I got home and took a shower and went to bed. What's up, Danny? I like the dark shown. What? The dark shows better sometimes. They can say a lot more offensive stuff. Are you talking about wrestling? The dark shows of wrestling? I much prefer stuff that, well, TNA used to put on dark shows and it was really, really awesome. It was really, really good. But yeah. AEW doesn't do any dark shows because they do Dynamite and then they film Rampage right after, and it's really, really good stuff. You know, when I went to SmackDown, they didn't show any dark matches. No, that's a lie. That's a 100% lie. After the Roman Jey Uso tribal combat contract signing, they gave us 2 main events. One was AJ Styles versus that one guy who's part of A-Town Down Under. What's his name? I don't remember his name. The Waller Effect? Yeah, the Waller, something Waller. It was AJ versus him, and then Drew McIntyre versus someone I completely forgot. And it was the worst AJ Styles match I've ever seen in my life. You know, not the AJ Styles I remember. I used to go to every TNA taping, TNA pay-per-views. I know how AJ Styles wrestles. And man, that was the worst live AJ Styles match I've ever seen. Who do I think is gonna win? Well, I don't know, to be honest with you, man. I don't know who's gonna win that match. I like Swerve. I like Danielson. Now, if what Daniel says is true and Danielson's last match is going to be at World's End, then obviously he's going to win the title. I don't know. I'm going to be surprised either or which way they go. I'm really, really curious. It's going to be a fantastic match. Then he said, you remember back in the day, Harlem Heat? Fuck yeah, bro. I love the Harlem Heat, man. Love the Harlem Heat. And he said they came to town, and the only thing in this town is trailer park and rednecks. It was hilarious. Televised has to be more. Yeah, that's true. Dude, I love the Harlem Heat, man. Booker T was always one of my favorites. Stevie Ray I liked a lot, but Booker T was my favorite, man. I remember when I was just getting into wrestling and watching WCW, I remember Booker T, and I know a lot of people don't like Chris Benoit because of what he did to his family and everything, but Booker T and Chris Benoit had some of the best matches together, man. I remember when they kept wrestling for the TV title in WCW, man, Booker T, man, and Chris Benoit tore down the house. Like it was so good, man. I was so happy when he won the world championship. I wish he would cut his hair. I'm tired of seeing the long dreads for the past 25 years. Like I much prefer back when he had like short hair, But I met Booker T personally. I remember this had to be about 15, maybe 16 years ago. When he first went to TNA, they were doing a house show in Lakeland where I was living at the time. It wasn't televised. It was just like Danny said, it wasn't televised and whatnot. And Booker T was there, and I forgot who he wrestled. I want to say Samoa Joe. And afterwards, they had a meet and greet in the ring. So I was able to get into the ring and shake his hand, talk to him for a bit, and then get a picture with him. I still have that picture. It's in my storage unit. So next time I get that picture, I'll definitely take it out and share it and post it on social media or whatnot. But yeah, Booker T is awesome. I've always been a massive fan of Booker T. Can you dig that, sucker? I always felt like WWE didn't use him right. That whole King Booker thing was pissing me off. What is your history with watching wrestling? When did it take a break from it? When did I take a break from it? So my mom always watched World Wrestling Federation, WWF, back in the 80s and early 90s. Mostly because back then wrestling was on like during the day. It wasn't like a prime time thing. And I remember just seeing Hulk Hogan, Macho Man, and the Ultimate Warrior, and and that was pretty much it. We didn't really watch it religiously. We didn't follow the pay-per-views or anything. It was just like, hey, well, you also got to understand, back in the 80s, you had like 5 channels. You had 5 TV channels. Whatever was on those channels, you watched. So if wrestling was on, my mom would normally watch it, and it was just something to watch. My dad would occasionally turn it on. That was really it. Didn't really follow wrestling. It wasn't until when I was in junior high around 96. That's when Hogan turned heel, and it kind of like hit the newspapers. And then kids in school started wearing NWO shirts. And I started like, hey, what the fuck's going on? And they're like, hey, man, you got to watch this, bro. They're jumping people, throwing people through windows and shit. So I turned it on, and it was the first time I watched WCW. And it had a bunch of wrestlers that I knew from back when I was a kid, like Macho Man, Hogan, and Ultimate Warrior and all that stuff. And then I started following it pretty heavily, and I became massive fans of like Raven and Diamond Dallas Page, Goldberg, Booker T. And then from there, I turned over to WWF, and they were doing their Attitude Era stuff at the time. And then I was following like, oh my God, Stone Cold and DX is awesome, and The Rock is awesome. Like Kane, Undertaker, I'm like, oh, this is awesome, And I started following that. And I watched wrestling consistently from 96 all the way up until John Cena first debuted with the Ruthless Aggression. Once Kane took off his mask, that was around that same era, I kind of fell off it. Mostly because we kind of fell on hard times and we didn't have cable television anymore. So it was kind of hard to follow it. Then I kind of got back into it around Daniel Bryanson, CM Punk era. And then when CM Punk left, I kind of stopped watching. And then TNA was falling apart because Hogan went in there, and I kind of fell all apart all the way up until a year ago, until the end of 2023 or the end of 2022. I started watching AEW, and I'm like, oh, this is what I like about wrestling. This was everything that I enjoy about wrestling. Because as a kid, like back in 96, I was going, like ECW would come to Fort Lauderdale all the time. And they like the War Memorial Stadium arena. It was literally across the street from my house. So me and my friends were like 16. We're getting tickets to ECW at Ticketmaster because Ticketmaster was across the road, and we would just go there and hang out. And we would go to all the ECW events, and we were massive ECW fans. And you know, TNA was high level wrestling, and then Hogan came in and ruined it. And I just kind of stopped watching wrestling, and then AEW came out, and then I started watching AEW toward the end of 2022 and fell in love with it, man, because it's like it reminds me of what ECW used to be, like nonstop fantastic wrestling. You know, I don't care about the stories. I really don't. Stories are great. Just give me a motive on why this person's wrestling this person. That's it. Just give me a motive, right? You don't need to do like these 3 to 4 year long storylines like WWE does with Bloodline and Judgment Day. I don't need soap opera, right? Just make me want to root or hate somebody. Just give me a reason to watch AEW, right? Like why do I buy MJF versus Ospreay? Why am I buying Swerve versus Daniel Bryanson? Why am I buying, you know, these feuds? That's what I want. Just give me the bare minimum storyline and make it seem real. That's what I want. The wrestling speaks for itself. Oh, oh man. Oh, Jesus. Oh, man. Daniel Bryanson, yeah, or Daniel Bryan, or Bryan Danielson, Daniel Bryanson. I don't fucking know, bro. Whatever his name is that he's going with, Bryan Danielson, Daniel Bryan, whatever. Come on. Well, we hit 15 likes, and I didn't even have to ask, so that's super great. Come on, guys. I said the conversation stops, man. When y'all stop the conversation, I'm gonna be getting off, man. Come on, guys. Dom 100 made the right choice, man. That's speaking facts right there, my friend. You ain't speaking nothing but facts. Dom 100 made the right choice. What's up, Real Nerdy Review? The man, the myth, the legend, the Storms. I'm not the myth. I'm not the legend. I'm just a man. A man with a last name Storms, yes. But thank you. I appreciate the kind words. Oh, I 100% believe in Joe Hendry. Does everybody else believe in Joe Hendry? That's the question. Brooklyn. Hey, what's up, girly? Hey, Rob, how's the weight loss coming? I completely tore my... Ooh, that's bad. I can't work out. And wait, that happened to my wife, Brooke. Before I met her, that's actually how I ended up meeting her. Because after her surgery, she wasn't doing nothing but just kind of like getting dating apps. But my wife, she was a gym rat, like a super, super gym rat, personal trainer. Like she was super, super fit. And she took her nieces and nephews to the trampoline park. And she, I guess, stepped the wrong way and tore her ACL. And she had to get surgery, and it was not good. Like she like it was her knee still gives her trouble to today. Like she works out, but she kind of has to like bear the pain, you know, because the pain, like she still like she'll be sitting there and she's like, my knee hurts. Can you rub it? And I'll rub it and I'll put like ice pack on it. And this ACL tear happened. We've been together for 3 years. It happened before I met her, so like 4 years ago. So I am truly deeply sorry for that, Brooke. It is definitely not fun, and it's not easy, and I do feel really bad for you. Channing will get his Gambit movie. No, he won't. No, he won't. I think it's funny how everybody's taking a segment. That part in that movie was a segment for comedy, not something to be taken serious. And everybody's like, "We want a Gambit movie." Look, I'm all for a Gambit movie. I am. I'm totally okay with a Gambit movie, just not Channing Tatum as Gambit. It was a bad idea 10 years ago. It was a bad idea now. Give me someone to take the role more serious, like Taylor Kitsch or something like that. No, I haven't been to any NXT shows. Mostly because the NXT shows I are during the week and I'm working. But I believe Adam been to a couple NXT shows though. I'm not a WWE guy. You know, I'm like NXT is nothing but them grooming the next WWE people. You know, they're just grooming them, man, to that style. You know, WWE wrestles a very slow paced style. Did you about Ryan wants to play movie in style of Logan? Yeah, well, Danny says I don't care, bro. I knew you were messing with me. I saw the ha 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 at the end of your thing. I'm just saying, man. I gotta say something. Ain't nobody throwing in any super chats or any questions. I'm just kind of like filling stuff in. Hey, John's here. What's up? I secured my tickets for Tampa Bay Comic-Con. I'm going to take my Vader figures and copies of Revenge of the Sith. Hayden's going to be there? Dude, I haven't been to a Comic-Con in forever, man. I haven't been to a Comic-Con in forever, bro. I've been just doing these game cons once a year. I think it's been 2 years since I've been to Tampa Bay Con. My friend Veronica wanted to go with her daughter, and she asked if I would go, and I said, yeah, sure. That was the last time I went to Tampa Bay Con. I was actually in your area like 2 weeks ago. Like I went right past where you used to live. I don't know if you still live there or not. And I was like, damn, I wonder what the fuck John's doing. We went to a CCW event over there. Are you going to watch football this year? I am still debating on it. I'm still debating if I'm watching football this year. I'm tired of the thing is, I don't like sitting there thinking like the NFL is rigged, but it looks rigged, right? Like how Kansas City won last year was like ridiculous, and some of the penalties that were called, like it looked like it was a setup. And not only that, you see, hold on a second, my throat's starting to. Not only that, but the rule changes this year. You can't tackle an active runner from behind. So if you can't tackle him from the front, you'll get flagged. And you can't tackle him from behind. How are you supposed to tackle somebody? I feel like they're just doing it to increase the chances of Kansas City getting back and three-peating, because no team has ever three-peated. So I'm just like, man, I'm kind of over it, man. The last time we went was back in 2015 to 2016 when you headed my way and picked me up. Oh yeah, that was a long time ago. Damn, that was a long time ago. That was almost 9, 10. That was 8 years ago, bro. Who would you cast in the X-Men MCU? I don't care. I don't do fan casting. I don't care. Whoever they cast, they cast. I do not get into fan casting at all. There's very few times I would fan cast somebody. Like I would fan cast what's her name? Cindy Sweeney to play Felicia Hardy, Black Cat. That's really the only fan casting I would ever have. That's all I really care about. Oh yeah, they'll 100% get away with everything again. And then when they have a flag called on them, you'll have my homeboy over there crying, man, it's bullshit, man, it's bullshit. I was at the gym last night walking the treadmill and I put on Cape Crusaders and I watched like 5 minutes of it and I'm like, yeah, I'm not watching this. Yeah, I can't do it. Can't do it, won't do it. Man, we got 21 people watching, which is great. Can we get 21 likes though? I agree with the Black Cat part, but I would want to see her play Rogue. No. Well, here's the thing. I can see Sydney Sweeney playing Rogue as well. But she just fits the Black Cat role. Like, she already has the blonde hair. She's got the big titties. She's got the ass. She fits the Black Cat role. Holy crap, guys. We got 21 likes. We literally have 21 people watching and 21 likes. So, great. That's awesome. That's awesome, guys. Yes, thank you, Daniel C. I see that. Appreciate y'all. Hey, what's up, Drew? The View with Drew. Sydney as Supergirl was something that crossed my mind as well. But I don't know. When I see her, I just think Felicia Hardy. I just think Felicia Hardy when I see her. I love Black Cat. You guys see the 2 Black Cat comics I have in frames back there. I got Black Cat stuff all over the house. I love Black Cat. Why can't we enjoy movies anymore? I understand if movies are really bad, but if it's enjoyable and decent to watch, I don't understand why we have to criticize so much. I mean, we can enjoy movies. It depends. It depends. You're allowed to like whatever you like, but people also have the right to criticize whatever. The thing is, you are locked into the YouTube sphere. So people like me and Danny and Gaskar and DJ, we have a podcast, Gaskar has Basco Scenario on Wednesdays. I have Storms Live on Sundays. It is our job to criticize movies, Like I rely heavily on income from me criticizing movies. Now, with that said, if you go back and look at my stuff from 10, 15 years ago and look at my stuff now, I criticize movies much, much less. And the reason for that is I don't go out of my way to see bad movies, right? Now, when I was in my 20s, early 30s, I would go see as many movies as I can. Movies I didn't even care about, I would go see, like How to Be Single. Trash ass movie. And then it would give me like an outlet to criticize and make fun of the movie. I don't do that anymore, mostly because my time and my money is very, very precious, so I don't go see a movie unless I really want to see a movie. I really wanted to see Trap. I didn't think it was going to be a bad movie. I thought it was going to be a good movie. M. Night Shyamalan is on the way up. So I went and saw it, and it sucked. But for the most part, I tried to avoid bad movies. I didn't go see Madam Web. I knew it was going to suck. I didn't go see Borderlands because I knew it was going to suck. So why would I pay my hard-earned money to go see something that I know I'm not going to enjoy, that I know is going to be bad? So that's why you see less criticism from me in terms of movies. TV shows is different because I'm not paying to go see it, right? So if I watch The Acolyte or something, and most of the time, if I'm not digging a show after a couple episodes, I just drop it, right? She-Hulk, third episode, I'm like, I don't like this. I just stopped watching it. Agnetha, I'm just not gonna watch it. I don't care. Skeleton Crew, I'm not gonna watch it. I don't care. So why am I gonna waste my time watching something that I generally do not enjoy for nothing? I don't understand. People are in this weird period. I don't understand. Geeky guy messaged me yesterday. He's like, I'm going to see Borderlands. See how bad it sucks. Well, if you know it's gonna suck, why are you going to see it? You know, this whole narrative about, you know, I want to go see how bad it is for myself. That like you're giving the studio money to keep making crappy stuff, and it's not good. It's just not good. But yeah, I don't think people criticize stuff as so much. I just feel like you're on YouTube. That's like one of the number one things people talk about on YouTube is movies and video games. I mean, there's other things, but movies and video games. So you're in that spot. So from your lenses, you see a lot of people criticizing stuff all the time. But if you would just get off of YouTube and just watch what you want to watch, don't pay attention to nobody. I barely do movie reviews, you know. There was a few movies I saw this year I didn't even do a review on because I just want to enjoy this movie for myself. I went and saw a movie with my wife a couple weeks ago. I can't remember what it was. Maybe Twisters. I don't think I did a review on Twisters. Had a fantastic time on Twisters. Maybe I did a review. I don't remember if I did or not. But there was a few times this year, like I went and saw the Sydney Sweeney movie with Glenn Powell, Anyone But You. I had an amazing time with that movie. You know, it was such a palate cleanser. It wasn't tied to a franchise. It wasn't a sequel. It was a great movie. Just like last year, I saw that Jennifer Lawrence movie when she was like being hired to like date this kid. I thought that was a phenomenal movie for the same reasons. So yeah, I try to go to movies to watch stuff that I enjoy, not to make content on. And if you notice on this channel, I haven't been doing a whole lot of gaming reviews. I haven't been doing a whole lot of movie reviews. Every once in a while, I'll talk about something if it's on my mind. If it's on my mind, I will talk about it. You know, like the Gambit thing yesterday. I'm like, I'm just gonna shoot a short video because it's on my mind. But I'm kind of getting away from making videos, and I much rather do live streams. Right? I like when I go see a movie. I'm like, well, I could do a review on this, or I could just wait till Sunday and talk about it with the guys on Storms Live. That's the way I kind of look at things. It's like, oh, I can just talk about this. I can bring it up on Storms Live, or I'll do like an Ask Robert in the middle of the week like this, and then I'll talk about it there. So that's sort of the way I've been looking at things lately as I've been getting older, because with my work schedule, you know, by the time I go to work, I work out or whatever I do, I'm not getting to bed till like 4 a.m. When I wake up, the last thing I want to do is set up the camera, you know, get the clips, get the articles and all this stuff. And just kind of like over it, man. I'm like, eh. And then like on Saturday is usually date night with the wife. We'll go to a movie. The last thing I want to do when I get home from a movie at 10 at night is get in front of the camera and be like, hey, this is how I feel. Like, I didn't do a Deadpool review. Go back. You can check. I did not do a Deadpool Wolverine review. Love the movie. But I was like, I could just wait till Sunday and talk about it with the guys. I could just do that. So that's sort of like my thought process. Chris said he went to go see Trap. They didn't have I went to see Trap. They didn't have the time available at that time. When I got there and just watched Deadpool again, only because I didn't like my initial watch of it. Wow. I love Deadpool Wolverine. And you dodged the bullet there, bro. Because Trap was crap. I've been waiting to go see Deadpool again, and I haven't done it yet. John says I'm off on Sunday night and Monday morning. Would it be all right if I join you on a movie stream sometime and enjoy the podcast you had a few times before? Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing this Monday, but are you talking about like Storms Live? You can join me for Storm Nation. You can join me for Storm Nation if you want. I can send you a link Sunday night for Storm Nation. Storms Live is a dedicated panel of just us four. I might let you jump in. The only person I ever let jump in is Chris, because if it wasn't for Chris, there wouldn't be no Storms Live. So Chris, normally let him jump in, but I can let you jump in on Storm Nation, no problem. And then let me think about Storms Live. I'm not entirely sure yet, because we talk about a bunch of things. We don't get into like speculation, fan casting type shit that I know you like to go into with Star Wars and stuff. We don't do that. Man, my throat is messing up. All right, no problem, John. You got my number. You got me on Facebook. Keep me posted. Shifty. That's because the quality is there for... Oh, I don't even know what you guys are talking about. You guys are talking about something else. Oh, man. We have almost hit the hour mark. I feel like we've been streaming a lot longer than an hour. I'm almost out of tea. Oh, bro, I was sick like a month ago. Yeah, it's not fun, man. It is not fun. Hey, April, how are you? Come on, guys, keep the conversation going. Keep the conversation going. The beautiful people, the beautiful people. Oh, the beautiful people, the beautiful people. Oh, I got a bad black bruise, like black and blue mark bruise right there. I don't know how I got it, man. Did you see Longlegs? No, I think I'm gonna wait for VOD. I'm watching Book of Boba Fett right now as I continue through the Star Wars journey. Man, if you wanted to finish the Star Wars journey, you should have skipped the Book of Boba Fett. That shit, there's only one episode that's good. And that's the episode with Mando in it. No spoilers, but, you know, Mando's in one of the episodes. I'm watching everything in order. Bro, that's dedication. We turned Chris into a Star Wars fan. Look at that shit. We turned Christopher into a Star Wars fan. Whoa. Kevin Sullivan died? Yo, what's this? I just went on Facebook and someone said Kevin Sullivan just died. Let me look this up, man. Yeah. Oh, that sucks, man. Yeah, Kevin Sullivan died, man. News broke this Friday morning. The Taskmaster Kevin Sullivan died. He was 74. The longtime Florida wrestling personality Barry Rose confirmed the death of his longtime friend. With the heaviest heart, we are devastated to have reported the passing of the legendary Kevin Sullivan. May he rest in peace, and his family, friends, and fans in comfort. Oh, dude, that sucks, man. That sucks. That sucks, doo-doos, man. It hasn't been that bad. I just finished the Power Rangers episode. Yeah, that's where it got bad. You talking about WWE legend? You better you do not say Kevin Sullivan and WWE at the same time, bro. I don't play Mortal Kombat DLC. I don't do it, man. Oh, Mason Clark coming in with a super chat. That's what I like to see on this Friday afternoon. Mason Clark doing a $5 super chat. Thank you. Thoughts on the woke mob trashing Deadpool Wolverine? Mainly is due to the film destroying the Marvels financially. Kind of pathetic. Am I right? Well, you're right. The thing is, I haven't seen any of that discourse. I haven't seen anything where people were bashing Deadpool or the woke mob bashing Deadpool. I haven't seen that personally. Maybe it's just the people I follow and I communicate with, but I haven't seen anything bashing Wolverine, Deadpool, or anything with the Marvels in it or anything like that. I haven't seen that discourse, Mason. So I do apologize. I'm very out of the loop on that one. That's not anything I've heard or seen personally. But I will say this: if it's true and people are doing that, then they're idiots, man, and they're pathetic, and they need to get lives. Because Deadpool didn't do anything against the Marvels. It's just the Marvels. I like the Marvels, by the way. I had fun with the Marvels. It's just it didn't do well financially. I mean, it is what it is. Call a spade, you know what I mean? It just didn't do anything financially. Ant-Man and the Quantumania didn't do anything financially either. The Ant-Man movies got worse as they went along. The first one was really good because it was a guy and his daughter, and they were in like a house, and he was on house arrest and stuff, and it was good. And then the second one was like they were running away and stuff, and it was just weird. And then the third one went even further in to the weirdness and Quantumania, and it was a whole thing, man. Ant-Man was better when it was smaller movie, like the first one, But of course, every sequel has to be bigger and better, and no, just keep the identity, the DNA of what it is. But thank you for that super chat, Mason, man. I appreciate it. Oh, that's a shame, David, because I really enjoyed the Marvels. I thought the Marvels had a lot of good stuff going with it. Come on, guys. Let's keep the conversation going. We're over the hour mark. Keep the conversation going, guys. I can only talk to myself for so long. I am beat, man. I am so ready for the weekend. So ready for the weekend. I'm going to go visit my pops tomorrow for his birthday from yesterday. There's a game store in the area that my dad lives. I was thinking about checking out. I just ain't got the money to go there, so I don't know if I want to be tempted. You ever did that before? Like, hey, I ain't got the money to do this, but you go there anyway. And you're like, I'm just gonna look, and then you go there and you're like, motherfucker, The Marvels was really fun. Yeah, I thought it was fun. Are you not a fan of RDJ as Doom? Nah, I wouldn't say I'm not a fan. I like, if you watched my video, I came out and said it. My stance is very clear on it. Not who I would pick as my first choice. I am on the fence, but willing to give it the benefit of the doubt because of the creative behind it. Like when Kathleen Kennedy does something, I automatically think of the negative. That's you with Amazon. Hey, I'm kind of the same way with Amazon, Brooke. I'm not gonna lie. I only got like $100 in my banking account, and I'm like, man, I'm just gonna like I'll come across something that I think I need, right? Like hey man, I kind of need something. Let me just go on Amazon and see how much it is, so I can put it in my cart for payday. And then I go there. Next thing you know, I'm adding like 5 or 6 things in my cart. And I'm like, oh man, I shouldn't have done this, because one thing leads to another. Because you know how when you click on something, they're like, oh, I here's some more suggestions that kind of go with it. Next thing you know, I'm adding like 6 or 7 things. You know, I go on there to buy a wire for my video game console. Next thing you know, I have 3 controllers, a game, and everything in there. And I'm like, what the hell's going on, Rob? But what the hell was I saying before all that? Oh yeah, I'm on the fence with the Doom thing. But like I said before, I will wait to hold judgment until I see, because I like the creative team involved. I have faith in them. It's completely different than something like on Kathleen Kennedy in Star Wars, to where, you know, like I'm gonna skip the Skeleton Crew. You know, I'm not. If it was any like, if it was like the Russo brothers and whatnot, I would give it the benefit of the doubt. Kathleen Kennedy doesn't deserve the benefit of the doubt anymore. Like, I've seen enough of Disney Star Wars to, you know. And I had fun with the Acolyte week to week. I did. I liked the intrigue and everything on it. But now looking back at it as a whole, it wasn't good. You know, it wasn't good as we were watching it, but the intrigue was there that kept me interested. But then looking back at it, it was just pointless. Same thing with Ahsoka. You know, watching Ahsoka week to week, it was fantastic. But looking back and kind of reflecting on it, it just wasn't good. You know, and that's why I can say a lot about a lot of Star Wars. So why would I watch Skeleton Crew? No, I think I'm good. Fool me 100 times, that's on me. You know, like I'm done. You know, whereas the Doctor Doom RDJ thing, not my first casting. That's not how I would go and do it. But I'm willing to give the benefit of doubt, because the Russo brothers, they're a creative team that I trust, and until they prove me otherwise, I will have my faith on it. You know, whereas look at Lucasfilm, they've proven they don't know what they're doing. Yeah, Brooke, but exactly that. That's exactly what I do. Go on there and like, oh, click. And my wife does the same thing. My wife does. We had to do separate wish lists, because she does the same thing. Shifty said, Rob, we found out during Andor filming that they're going back to specific places from the film. If you don't think it's a spoiler, what do you think the link might be? Location, it's huge. The Death Star? I mean, the Death Star would be being constructed at that point. Because we saw at the end of Revenge of the Sith, the construction's beginning on the Death Star, so I would assume it's the Death Star. But please stop. I don't want to know anything about it. I want to go in blind. I have 40 things in your cart? That's a lot, Joey. When are mini Robs being popped out, sir? Robert's broken. My soldiers don't march. When I was a kid, me and my brother was highly into backyard wrestling. And that was a lot of hitting in the crotch area. So my soldiers are kind of like running into each other. So I don't think that's on the table. That's okay. Adam has a daughter that I haven't met. That's enough kids for me. My best friend. Right? My brother, my best friend, his daughter is about to turn 2, if she hasn't already turned 2, and I hadn't yet to meet her. What the hell is up with that? Crap, bro. Why'd you do that to me? Why'd you like Naboo? Crap. Too late. 30-second delay. Why? Why'd you even do that? Oh, bro. Come on, man. It would be nice to go back and see Naboo, though, because in the Claudia Gray novel, the Leia Claudia Gray novel, they go back to Naboo, and Captain Panaka is the governor of Naboo, which is really, really cool. So it'll be cool to see that time frame. And it'll be great if they get Panaka back. I like Panaka. Oh my God, Rob. Kids are a lot of work, but it's worth it. But I'm one and done. Yeah, kids. I mean, there was a time where I wanted kids, you know, and to be honest with you, if it happened, I would still be okay with it. Like if I had a couple weeks ago, me and my wife were brainstorming kids' names, like if we happen to have kids, and like I was willing to kind of like, I told her the names I wanted. And she's like, that ain't happening. I'm like, look, I'll compromise on the boy's name. I really don't care. The girl's name, I'm not compromising on. But I wanted the boy's name to be Anakin, right? I wanted to call him Annie. She's like, absolutely not. We're not calling our kid Annie, right? And then we did come to an agreement on the boy's name because it was Lucas William. It was Lucas William Storms would be the boy's name because she likes the name Lucas, and I'm like, well, okay, George Lucas, that's perfect for me. I'll use it. George Lucas, one of my favorite directors, the guy who inspired my life. Lucas, absolutely. So Lucas Williams, and Williams I'm perfectly fine for. She just likes Williams. Me, I'm thinking John Williams. Fuck yeah. George Lucas, John Williams, hells yeah. The two guys that made Star Wars the way they are, absolutely. So she's like, Lucas Williams Storms. I'm like, I'm perfectly fine with that. I got George Lucas in the name. I got John Williams in the name. I'm perfectly fine with that. She was not going for Anakin, though. She's like, there's no way I'm having my kid grow up named Anakin. I'm like, come on, man. We can call him Annie. She's like, absolutely not. I told her, though, like, I compromised. I would go with Lucas Williams because of the Star Wars connection. I'm totally down for that. I will not compromise on the girl's name. It's 100% going to be Gwen. It's going to be Gwen. It's like no doubt about it, right? And she's like, no, that's stupid. She's like, you love Gwen Stacy. Don't you think it's kind of weird that you would name your daughter after a character that you love? And I'm like, I don't really see it that way. I just like Gwen Stacy. I think the way I see it is, I guess I love the character Gwen Stacy so much because she's a wholesome character that is smart and intelligent and beautiful and strong. And I guess if I had a daughter, I would want my daughter to grow up with those traits. So I look at it like that. And I always liked Gwen. Gwen was my character. I mean, it's no different than Kevin Smith naming his daughter Harley Quinn. Like it's not, her name ain't Harley. Her name is Harley Quinn. Kevin Smith's daughter's name is Harley Quinn Smith. So I don't see anything wrong with naming my daughter Gwen. There's three names I would name my daughter. Gwen is the number one, Madison, and then Aya, because Aya, the character I wrote in my book. But I told her I'm not compromised. It's gonna be Gwen, right? It's gonna be Gwendolyn. You can name her whatever middle name you want. Gwendolyn, whatever, Storms. That's the way it's gonna be, and her name is gonna be Gwen. And I'm not compromising on the Gwen name. Like there's no way. I'll compromise on the boy's name. Whatever. Would I like Anakin? Absolutely. Would I like Luke? Absolutely. I even tried to go Obi-Wan. I'm like, what about Obi-Wan Moses Storms? And she's like, absolutely not. Because Moses is my middle name, and Moses is my dad's name, and Moses is my grandfather's name. So the Moses name has been from generation to generation. So I'm like, well, what about like Obi-Wan Moses Storms or something like that? She's like, absolutely not. So I tried to go with Anakin, and she wasn't buying it. But then I ended up kind of like, well, she's like, well, I kind of like Lucas, and I'm like, well, George Lucas, okay, I'll buy that. And then she's like, what about William? And I'm like, hey, John Williams, absolutely. So Lucas William Storms will be his name if it happens. But I'm not planning on having kids. I don't think I'm capable of having kids. Like I just don't think that's in the cards for me. There's something wrong with my soldiers. So I don't think I'm able to have kids. But if I do, names are picked out. So And then if we do, I definitely just want to be one. I have a hard time financially taking care of myself now, let alone bringing a kid into this world. What's up, Gaskar? Matt Smith would have been a great Doctor Doom. Would have been a great Doctor Doom. Padme was one I brought up to her. Because I was like, well, what about Padme? She's like, no. I'm like, what's wrong with Padme? What's wrong with Padme? Ugh. What's wrong with Padme? Padme Amidala Storms. That's what I'm talking about, guys. Oh, man. Man, I'm so fat, bro. Like, I'm trying to get rid of these fucking things, man, and it's so hard. Like, I'm starting to get a little toned up there. But when I turn like that, it's like so saggy. And I do a whole bunch of like tricep. Like it hurts all through here. Cause last night I did like a bunch of like just tricep workouts. It's all flabby, man. And this I don't even know what to do to work out this shit. Like I look up videos. I don't even know what the fuck this is called. How can I work this out if I don't know what the fuck it's called? Give Rob the cash. Hey man, fuck yeah. Jesus is my father's name. Is it Jesus or Jesus? I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. But yeah, my grandfather's name is Moses. My dad's name is Moses. And my dad told me how he tells the story. Aerith was one I brought up too. I asked her about Aerith. She wouldn't go for that. But yeah, I think Gwen is really the only one she would kind of go for. But Aerith is definitely on my list. But yeah, my dad told me when I was born he didn't want to give me the curse of Moses, so he made it my middle name instead. It's called Titty, Rob. That's not a titty. It's not a titty. This is titty. And I've been working my chest like crazy. Like I've been doing tons. I did incline bench press last night. I did 3 sets of 10. I did 3 sets of regular bench press. Then I did the what is it? The cables. I did that. Did all kinds of bench pressing, man. My titties are going away. That's not my problem. I'm forming that. Rob, are you the oldest sibling? Yes. My sister is 2 years younger than me. My brother is... Ooh, I don't know how young my brother is. Hold on a second. I was born in 84. My brother was born in 1990. Take away 1984. So my brother is 6 years younger than me. So 40, take away 6. So my brother's 34. How are the ads during a live? Stupid YouTube. Dude, I don't even know. That's something YouTube just put together now. It's so annoying. You know, it's absolutely annoying. You know, even when you don't even monetize it, they put ads. Because I think what it is YouTube is so like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like YouTube has so much live streams now. So many people are live streaming. YouTube's like, we got to capitalize, and they start putting ads on there. It's crazy. But to answer your question, in case you didn't hear it, yes, I am the oldest sibling. Yeah. 2 years older than my sister, 6 years older than my brother. I mean lats. I'm confused. Nightwing, I'm confused. But I don't know what this is. What is this? Anybody know what muscle this is? I tried working back. I'm working backs. I'm doing gorilla presses. I'm doing triceps. I took 225-pound bench press weights and I do this. Like I'm doing this sort of thing, like all kinds of stuff. I don't know much about the Mr. Beast controversy. I'm not really. Lat, that's the muscle. What, this is lats? That's the muscle, lats? Man, my nephews was pooping shit to me. What? I don't even know what the fuck you talking about, bro. Something about Budokai 3, gave up dream, whatever. They learned today. Dude, I got my Budokai games over there. But yeah. I play everything on my CRT now. It just looks better. Oh man. I've dropped 57 pounds. I've been going to the gym at least three times a week. If I miss a day, I have kettlebells and stuff here. I've been working out here, so I've been trying to keep the muscles tight and hurting so they can build and just kind of going that way. Are you liking the Mario game? I am loving Mario 64. I got 47 stars. I've been playing it. When I get home from work, I'll sit down and play like a level or something. I play it all on my CRT and just haven't been fun with it. And then I'll play a little bit. I play a little bit on stream too some days, you know. So yeah, it's been fun. I've been having fun with it. I've been having way more fun playing older games than any of these newer games. Anybody wondering, this is water. Yeah, I'm a Sonic fan. I'm getting a Dreamcast off my brother tomorrow. I traded him some PS3 games for his Dreamcast. So whenever I get extra money, first thing I'm getting is Sonic Adventures because I love Sonic Adventures. It's my favorite Sonic game is Sonic Adventures. And I have a Saturn. I really want to get Sonic Jam for Saturn. Right now, if anybody's curious, I'm drinking this green tea. This green tea here, this is what I'm drinking. So, drinking this it's an energizer. Plus I try to make sure I get my vitamins and stuff in cuz I'm on my fast period, so I'm not going to eat again until tomorrow afternoon. So, right now I'm on my my fasting. Haven't eaten since yesterday. Have you seen House of the Dragon yet? Of course, man. Of course. I did think this season was weaker than the first season. I'm not saying it's bad at all, because a lot of people are like, oh man, it's not good. I thought the first 3 to 4 episodes of House of Dragon season 2 were phenomenal. And then I think episodes 5, 6, and 7 were very, very slow. It was basically like, we need to find dragon riders, and each episode was basically the same thing. We need to find dragon riders, you know, and nothing really happened. And the whole Damien thing, just geeking out on shrooms for like 6 episodes, was getting really old. But I felt like episode 8 really paid it all off. Like all that stuff you dealt with Damon, you know, through him geeking off and stuff in Harrenhal, like it all paid off once he got that that vision from the witch, and then he declared his allegiance to Rhaenyra, I thought it was all phenomenal. Like yeah, see the difference here, right, is when I say it was a weaker episode and there was 3 or 4 episodes I felt were weaker. I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying they're weaker. Like they're like even though they're weaker, there's still a lot of character development and storytelling being told. And when you compare that to something like The Acolyte, like, well, that just wasn't good. This was just weaker. Like Game of Thrones had it. Game of Thrones, like there was a couple seasons, especially seasons 1 through 3. They were much slower paced seasons. It was seasons 1 through 3 were, but they were still really good. I still think House of Dragon season 2 was really good. I just feel like episodes 5 through 7 were on the slower part. And you also got to understand that this was one book. Like what was it? Blood and Fire, I think is the name of the book. It's one book that they're stretching into 4 seasons. So they're stretching the material out. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, but you got to understand that some episodes, if you're doing let's say 8 episodes, an hour-long episode, that's 80 hours of content that they're stretching out from one book. So it's a much different process. But I thought it was still very well done, very well written, very well acted. Little slow, but they paid it off at the end. This whole, we didn't get no fight scenes. It ain't always about fight scenes. Game of Thrones ain't always about fight scenes. It's about the intrigue, the Game of Thrones, the battling for the Iron Throne and all that stuff. That's what Game of Thrones and House of Dragons about. But I absolutely loved it. Even though it had a couple slow episodes. And yeah, I'm actually going back and rewatching the original Game of Thrones. I do that like once every 2 years. I go back and I'll rewatch Game of Thrones. I just love that. It's my favorite show of all time. Yeah, I just really enjoy it, and I thought it was good, and can't wait for the next show. The next show is called The Knights of the Seven Kingdoms, which is going to take place between House of Dragons and Game of Thrones. So I'm super excited for that because it's going to be about Dunk and Egg, and I'm curious about that storyline because Egg is a Targaryen. So I'm super curious about that one. I'm definitely looking forward to it. Am I a Zelda fan, bro? I have a dedicated Zelda shelf up there. Yes, I'm a Zelda fan. And I'll even say this. I was thinking about this a lot. I've always been a massive Star Wars fan. And as a kid, the one thing I loved about Star Wars the most was the lore, the intrigue. I wanted to know more and more and more about this world. And slowly, as I got older and Star Wars has kind of fell apart a little bit, I've been thinking like maybe Game of Thrones is my new Star Wars. I always want to know more about this lore. I mentioned that every couple years I go back and I binge all Game of Thrones again. And every time I watch it, I learn something new about it. Something I didn't know. Something about the lore that I did not know. And I really find that fascinating. And I love it. And I really feel like maybe Star Wars, like Game of Thrones, is my new Star Wars. That, I want to read the books. I want to see videos on how things connect and the lore and who this person related to and stuff like that. And I find it fascinating. I really, really do. Best Mario Kart game is Double Dash. Ain't that the one on the phone? Maybe that's not the one on the phone. I'm not sure. I have Mario Kart on the 64 and I have Mario Kart 8. Those are my 2 Mario Kart games. Brian, Brian, you need to stop with these versus questions. I don't know if you noticed, I'm not answering any of them. I gotta go grab a water, guys. I'll be right back. Oh, I am back. And that was my knee popping. No, not dookie break, water break. I had to go because I was brewing my tea. I had to clean that little pot out and stuff. I couldn't just let it sit there. So then I grabbed the water after I cleaned the tea. Oh, man. I have no food in my system to go dookie. Yeah, I like the old GTA games. I'm not a big fan of the new ones, no. I played 4. I played 5. Well, I'm gonna play 6 when the camp comes out. I like the idea of a female protagonist. I like that idea. So I mean, I'll give it a shot when it comes out. Those games really don't hold my attention all that much, you know. But I'll definitely play 6 when it comes out. Grand Theft Auto 3 has always been my favorite. I replayed that a few months back. I have it on Xbox. I was playing it, the original Xbox. Part 1, do you think it will be a mistake by introducing the X-Men through the multiverse? And question number 2, do you think Blade will be canceled? Well, I don't know if it's a mistake if they introduce the X-Men through the multiverse. I don't know the answer to that one. And I do think Blade should be canceled. I definitely think it should be canceled. 100%. I just think there's just way too much going on with that movie. Like, just let it die. Just let it die. What's up, Shifty? Yeah, I would be down for an Arya spinoff. What's West of Westeros? I wanted the Jon Snow spinoff, but they canceled it. Like they had everything in order. Kit Harington was coming back. Jon Snow was my favorite character. Well, him and Tyrion, it was kind of tied. Jon Snow was one of my favorite characters, and I wanted to see what happened to him after everything went down. Him going back to the wall and stuff, and heading north and whatnot. I really wanted to know, and they canceled it, and that kind of made me kind of depressed. I was really looking forward to it. And I think it would have done really good business. I think the one reason why, I don't know why they canceled it. I think maybe one of the reasons why is, George R.R. Martin didn't finish Game of Thrones. People don't like how it ended. So why continue that? Like why continue that? Let's play in the timeline that George R.R. Martin already created and not focus on stuff he hasn't. And I think that has a lot to do with it. The fact that there is no source material for that, So instead, let's work with the source material that we have. Yes, I played the Luigi Mansion game. I loved the first one. I played the third one. Never played the second one, though. Never played the second, because that was on 3DS only. I'm not a big 3DS. I'm not a big handheld player. So, I like being able to, okay, let me put it this way. I am a handheld player. I love the PSP. I love the DS and all that stuff. I love the Switch. I like being able to play on dock and then take it with me. The reason why I'm not a big 3DS fan is because you can't play it on your TV. Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, I can play it on my TV. I have a Retron Cube that I can play it on. And then I can put it in my handheld. PSP, I can hook it up to my TV, play it that way. Switch, I can dock it, undock it. 3DS, you can't play on your TV. So I don't play a lot of 3DS games. So that's one reason why I haven't played Luigi's Mansion 2. Well, no, yeah, I think you're right. Luigi's Mansion 2 is coming out on Switch, the remastered. I think it might already be out, yeah. But they need to remaster the first one too. The one that was on GameCube. Because they already did Pikmin 1, 2, and 3 on the Switch, and then they made 4, right? Might as well get all the Luigi's Mansions on there too. I want the Switch to be like everything. I really want Metroid Prime 2 and 3 on the Switch. So we got Metroid Prime 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, like all those games. They're never going to do that the other end though. Yeah, they remastered one on 3DS, but like I just said, I want it on the Switch. What's up, Ralph? I'm getting ready to get off here soon. I've been streaming for what, an hour and 38 minutes. So I'm going to be getting off here soon. I want a remake of I already covered that, Ralph. I already covered that, man. You're gonna have to rewind about 20 minutes. But I really want what's the word I'm looking for? An Ocarina of Time like remake. What's up, Eli? How do you think the Miles Morales should be introduced in the MCU Spider-Man? I don't know, man. That's a whole lot of you know, I don't know. That's a lot of speculation. I don't like getting speculated on that. And I don't think Secret Wars is the right time for that. These ads are annoying and loud. I don't know what the hell is going on with these ads, man. I really don't. I guess that's because they're trying to get everybody to sign up for YouTube Prime. So I do apologize for the ads. That's definitely not something that I control. Oh man. Anyway, excited for Fantastic Four? Yes, I am. I'm very much looking forward to Fantastic Four. Don't be sorry. Don't be sorry, asked Ralph, and rewind. What? What do you think of Spider-Man's character from Spider-Verse franchise getting their own? Not everybody needs their own film. I like if you've seen my Gambit short yesterday, not like just because we like something doesn't mean everybody gets a movie. This ain't Oprah, you know? Not everybody gets a show, not everybody gets a movie. Sometimes characters are just supporting characters. You know? Like would Spider-Gwen work as a movie? Yeah, it would. Scarlet Spider would work as a movie. A lot of these characters would work as a movie. But Sony decided no, we're going to take villains and make movies out of those. So I mean, I've been preaching that for years. Why is Sony doing a Craven, Morbius, Venom, Madam Web movie when they could do a Spider-Gwen movie or Ben Reilly Scarlet Spider movie or Spider-Man Noir movie or like so many different movies that they could do and make money on? Why are they playing with these villains? But at the same time, just because we like something doesn't mean we have to give everybody their solo film, right? I love Channing Tatum as Gambit. I thought he was hilarious. But God, that's what he was there for. Comic relief. He wasn't there to be serious. He doesn't need to have his own Gambit movie. There's a reason why that movie never took place. Now, do I think Gambit could have a movie? Yes, absolutely. Just not with Channing Tatum. That was not what the point of that his cameo. That was not the point. What do you think about Sydney Sweeney playing Mira? I want Sydney Sweeney to play Felicia Hardy. Yeah, where's my J. Jonah Jameson movie? Yeah, right. I'm surprised they haven't done that yet. Don't say it too loud, bro. Sony might be paying attention. All right, guys, I'm gonna throw the 5-minute warning, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get off, man. I got some stuff to take care of. More chances to screw things up. Absolutely, David. They said that was Remy. All I saw was Jeff. Who are you? Jeff? Jeff? Do you think Wesley Snipes should return as Blade? Are you smoking crack? Sony will make more money on Spider-Man 2099. Yeah. Spider-Man 2099 was another one. Miguel O'Hare. Yeah. That's another perfect example, right? Like, it would work so much better than a Madam Web movie or a Morbius movie or a Craven movie. It doesn't make sense, man. Does not make sense at all. Does not make sense. Oh, man. Who's the rogue in Tatum's universe? I don't know. I don't think anybody really thought about it or cared too much. Give me a comic accurate Princess of Mars movie. Comic accurate. I don't know what that is. Her costume. Princess of Mars. I will look it up though. I think I saw some screenshots of Red Sonja. I don't know if that was true or not. I'm going on my website to see if it's true or not. I don't see anything, so I guess it wasn't true. I guess it wasn't true. I think Pina Paul solo or Penny Parker solo movie would be fun. Yeah, it would be fun. But is it necessary? No. Absolutely not necessary. Testing? Okay. I had some white noise in my headphone. I'm trying to figure out what the hell it was. Yeah, I'm not seeing nothing on the Red Sonja. I thought I saw pictures of it, but I guess it was just fan pics. All right. Well, I'm not gonna worry about it. Man. Oh, the John Carter? Yeah. Yeah. I don't know much about the John Carter stuff. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to call it a day. I got things to do and prepare myself to go into work in a few hours. So thank you guys so much. I prefer the story for Injustice 2. I just do. I think it's better. But thank you guys so much, man. I appreciate everybody. And hopefully you guys all have a fantastic weekend. And I will see you all on Sunday for Storms Live. So thank you guys. Take it easy. Have a good day. Peace out. Sauerkraut. Later, guys.